So since a16z is making all these aggressive investments into AI companies, I want us to all give a number that we think has already offered this guy who created Openclaw.
Oh,
And it's got to start at 100 million. So Paul, how much do you think they've offered him already?
North of $1 billion.
$1 billion. I think they offered him $1 billion. Damn. Do you have a guess, Alex?
I mean, 16 have to do over 100. I'll say 160.
Yeah, it's got to be more than 100, right? Like this thing is.
Yeah, for sure.
This thing is like the next Cursor or something, right? Like.
But there's so much to build around it. If you actually want to make it a product that you can have like any consumer use, you have to put so much around it. I think there's still a lot to build.
Okay, so I'm going to go with $500 million. I think 500 million because I think you nailed it. Yes, if I was a16z, I'd look at this and go like, you need as much money but you need Paul's billion is what you need because like I think they could be marketing and releasing like hardware versions. Like I think there's multiple versions and there's multiple use cases. Like if you could just buy this little cool device that was your little agent, and that way it's all like air gapped off. You could like literally pull the cable out. You've got it all there, and there's very clear parameters about like what data information is stored here, what data is information in the cloud. I think there's a giant market for that. And you just get the box, you turn it on, it's like, hi, I'm Claudebot. It's all fun and cool, like a little like a kid's toy. I think that's a giant market. And then I think there's a slightly more sophisticated, well, I don't know if it's sophisticated, but I think there's a different market for people that were cloud-based, which is what I want. I looked at all this and went like, sounds like a lot of effort. I think there'll be a cloud version in a couple weeks anyway, so I'm not going to bother with it. I want to go and like log in and just be like, this is who I am. These are all the accounts I've created for my bot. Like, here's your Gmail. You're now Charles at Vibe Your SaaS, and like, here's your calendar and here's your stuff. And then I just kind of chat with it online and tell it to do stuff. So I think that's a whole different version of that. Like I think they nailed the next big product in the technology space in general. I called it like the Friendster moment, which you're way too young to remember, but they were like the first social network that showed the promise of like, wow, everyone can go on and like connect to a social network. And it was huge. And the company kind of failed. They raised a bunch of money. But it's the same thing. I see this being like the possibility of like what I think will be one of the largest companies ever. Like, I think that like if they nail this, like your kind of personal AI agent, and there's a couple of different versions of it, everybody on the planet will want one.
What about Moltbook? Do you think that's something to stay, improve?
You know, what do I think? My honest opinion on Moltbook is, did I tell you this, Paul? I think it's an example of like when you overtrain on Reddit data, you get bots that go and duplicate Reddit. That's what I think about Moltbook.
I think eventually Reddit will open the floodgate.
Too much Reddit on the brain is what I think about. I think it's fascinating. I think it's hilarious. But that's what I think it did. I think there's so much Reddit data in there, they kind of went like, let's make Reddit because that's what we know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
I know you got to run.
Making threads for us to read, right? We just.
Oh my God, like the language and all that stuff. Cool. Well, hey, I don't.
That's right.
I don't want to keep you from dinner. I know it's late in London. I know you're having a great time speaking with us, but I want to keep you on. Yeah, you can go back. We want to keep you on track because it's late there, and then we'll have you again back on the show. In fact, like make some more progress. Like when you come back, when you string together like 20 Claude bots, and they like
that's it.
Take over the United Kingdom or something, and like let us know how that went.
Yeah, I won't even be part of the company. I'll have him, touching grass, and I'll just have 1,000 bots instead of him.
Oh my God. Perfect. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And
of course.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch on the progress.
Yeah, come back. Show us.
All right, that was awesome.
I like your prediction at the end.
I do. Like, yeah, it's they're going to create they're going to conduct a coup. They're going to take over the United Kingdom. Maybe they'll even.
That's where we're all headed.